Okay, so this is going to be my first video on anything, relating to Dragon Ball Super, and hence the title. You'll probably guess as to what I'm going to refer to, which is the new episode Dragon Ball Super 113. And I actually really liked the episode. The artwork was amazing, animation was on point. But see, there's this thing about Dragon Ball Super, and it's been going on for quite a while that just doesn't sit right with me. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I can speak for myself and a lot of other people where, people were looking forward to Kale, and well, she used to be called, quote, the female Broly. And, it was confirmed that she kind of is in a sense because they share very similarities. But how I'm digressing. Um, However, the issue is that I have the problem with Caulifla is the way this character is being written to the series. It just defies everything that made, what Dragon Ball in general was so good at doing in the past and now, where you would take a character, regardless of how little or no potential or how much of a genius they were, there would always be a fine line in terms of how capable they were and how strong they were, meaning, whether they're a Saiyajin, Namekusei or human, or hell, even Frieza, there was some limitations in terms of how they would gain power or, or what they had to do to achieve it or what kind of hardships they had to do. So Khalifa seems to, I guess, now she's a genius with potential because she goes through Super Saiyan 1. Like, it would just it was just nothing. It was just something you do on you do something on a daily basis. It was just a regular thing for her. Okay, fair enough. And then she does Super Saiyan 2. And okay, it was like I didn't even know how to respond to that. Now, this episode clearly implies that, she has further potential and she's going to perhaps maybe go Super Saiyan 3, which I'm highly against. You know, I personally like Super Saiyan 3 as my most favorite form because I felt that despite the flaws it had, where it would tire Goku out, it would drain his stamina, it was a really intense and brutal form. And it's sad to say this, but I feel that, you know, Toei, they're not doing a good enough job. They don't want to bring out this form because they don't want to draw it. That's just my own personal theory. They don't want to draw the whole hair. They don't want to go through the trouble of making it look nice after the clusterfuck, with the whole bad Dragon Ball Super animation when Goku goes Super Saiyan 3 and he ends up going Super Saiyan dog shit just because the artist didn't know what the hell to do. So, I overall like the episode. I just, hope that Khalifa doesn't at the very least get Super Saiyan 3. I think that's what made Goku really unique when he got that form, for that one particular form especially, because, it was only for him. And no one knows to this day how he achieved that. And I just, even though, he probably would like to see them learn it just so they would give him a challenge, I really hope Goku doesn't teach them that. And luckily, it doesn't seem like he's going to make it too easy for them. And one more thing onto another subject. To me, I just think Kale is a much more cuter character. If, you can tolerate the hentai voice. I think she could be a very good character, and ironically, she's becoming a worse character because of the fact that Caulifla exists. Because Kale, time and time again, it's shown that despite how powerful she is, or the potential she has, she's like the third wheel. Every time Caulifla has to stick her fucking ass out everywhere, and she wants to do this, fight this, and, transform into this. And I say again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought Kale was going to be the first female Super Saiyan, and we get this. We get a cauliflower, and Kale ends up being the third wheel. So that's the issue I have in regards to the two female Super Saiyans. It's mainly because I think Caulifla ruins Kale, ironically, even though they made it where she relies on Caulifla. But I think that actually just, does the complete opposite. If anything, she can't develop on her own because she has to latch onto her, and for whatever reason, they wrote it like that. So yeah, that's just my two cents on this subject. Not trying to babble on too long. This is just a short recording I decided to do because I feel like it's something that a lot of people should hear. Because I'm pretty sure a few, well, maybe more than a few, might share the same opinion as me. And I do think that, it's a problem. And hopefully we can still keep enjoying Dragon Ball Super and, you know, cauliflower can move out of the salad bowl so Kale can take over.